Good evening, and students and parents. Today we have with us Prem Anand Rao. He is an Indian national and belongs to a typical middle class family, and started his career from Chennai to Mumbai, Lonavala. Then he went to the British National and he became one of the leading butler in UK and worked in Burley House and all traditional houses. Then he went to the Switzerland and set up a most reputed butler a company called London Butler Academy. So now today then we will know all about his journeys, his hurdles, what motivated him to choose a career path in abroad. So literally to become one of the leading butlers, it's not a joke. From a middle class guy to a journey to the Switzerland, a leading butler company. We know all the things. Keep taste to it. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Nagendra. Thank you for having me here.
Sir, how did you started your journeys? I mean, we want to know from the beginning. So, in which year that you have you from the Chennai, then your story. Yeah, please, sir, please share with our students.
I studied in Chennai. In 1988, I was doing my 12th standard. As soon as I finished my 12th standard, I felt I should start working. Then somehow an apprenticeship offer from Taj came up through somebody, and I went and started working as an apprentice steward with Taj Hotel. I enjoyed it, and I progressed from being an apprentice steward towards a supervisor. But what went on in my head is, as a youngster, on my off days from Taj, I used to go to Marina Beach, sit down in the beach, watch the moonlight and watch the ships go by. And I used to think, if this ship in 2 days' time, it's going to be in another country, it's going to be another land. So if somebody is on the ship, they are going to see one land another day, another land another day. How fascinating it is. And I wanted so much that I be on the ship. So fast forward, I didn't see a way when I'm in Chennai to go anywhere, because all the agencies who are recruiting for going overseas were located in Bombay.
Okay.
So I made a strategic move that I will go to Bombay, but then there are certain things which didn't suit me for Bombay. I chose Lonavala. One of my friends asked me to come and work with him in Lonavala. And from Lonavala, every Wednesday I used to go on the train to attend the interview in Mumbai. Eventually, I came to know a British company, a cruise company comes and does an interview in Pune. I took up this interview. The only thing was, I already worked my way up to assistant manager. The positions which was available for me to take from this cruise company was an assistant waiter, which had set back of so many years. But then I had a choice to make. I'm a person who believes in myself. So I took up the position of assistant waiter. And 4 months down the lane, I was in United Kingdom in front of a huge ship. I was like a little ant. And when I looked at the ship, my tears welled.
Okay.
I was literally crying. Fast forward 4 years, I became the first butler of this very old company called P&O Cruises.
Great.
The purser who came and offered this position to me said, "Prem, I can't think of any better person than you to take this position of being a first butler of our company." And that I felt something very touching. When I took up the position of butler, I don't even know what a butler does. So I asked this man, Mr. Cusack, and then he said, "Prem, don't worry about it, just say yes." I said, "Is it a better money?" And then he said, "Yes, it is a better money." Then I said, "In that case, yes." Okay. So this is how I started. Apparently, my first guests were Lady Margaret Thatcher, who was an ex-Prime Minister of Britain, and Princess Anne.
Okay.
So as soon as I know who is my first guest, I was like literally peeing in my pants.
Okay.
It went well. And through the 4 years which I did butling for this company, I enjoyed it so much that I wanted to further make this as my career, but to the highest level possible. The highest level possible in this career is to work as a household butler.
Okay.
So what I did was to leave the ships and went on to live in London and start pursuing this. And after 2 years of hard work, then a breakthrough came to me. And 3 years fast forward from that time, I was featured in Reader's Digest, one among the 3 butlers who are featured in Britain, Christmas edition butlers. And fast forward that, I have been blessed and humbled to be serving some ultra high net worth families through the next 8 years for a traditional oldest Elizabethan house called Burley House, and a house in Mayfair, and estates, country estates in Buckinghamshire, and so on.
Okay.
So this was so fascinating to me. While I was doing itself, agencies in London called me to do this as a training. And that was the first taste of my training, which is on my weekends I do trainings. Weekdays I worked in the households. Not every weekend, of course. In a month I did 1 weekend as a training. And when I came off from private service, then I did for a few years, did some project works in United Kingdom. And in 2000, I decided that I would move to Switzerland.
Okay.
And in Switzerland, I made this knowledge of what I earned throughout my hospitality into a course, into a thing. And then I started training people for 5-star hotels and country houses. And also one of my clients is the Saudi Arabian Royal Palace. I trained the staff who attend the head of the table, which is the king's table.
Okay.
The butlers who attend those tables, I train them.